All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be honest with you. I'm pretty tired. It's pretty late, or I should say early. It's 5:30 a.m. and I'm a little tired. And I was thinking about not continuing this, doing it another time, but I realized if I do that, if I put it off, I won't continue it. I've got too many things going on, including doing the research this weekend, starting in a few hours. So let's go ahead and continue now. So apparently, this we're going to look a little more at this Tom guy. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the video with Schiff and this Raoul Paul. I haven't even seen the video, um, but apparently this guy's, they all have their stories, right? It's like these travel vloggers, you know these guys that are in the Philippines and Thailand, and they want to tell you, oh, I retired and had a successful career, and I'm fortunate. I have and the fact is they're lying. They're broke as fuck. They're broke dicks, and they're relying on YouTube income, which is why, strikingly amazing that, hey, they're retired yet they're making YouTube videos every day. Think about that. You enjoying your life, buddy? Right? Oh no, I enjoy. It's my passion. Yeah, you're paying the bills with it. Like these guys, the Alex Hormozy bullshit. Oh, I sold my company for $100 million. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, you and your, I don't know. Is it like your tranny wife? You all know, right? Like, should I show that? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and show it here. Let's see. Look at this guy. And it's amazing, a year ago he had like didn't have hardly any followers. Now he's got 2.19 million followers. Let's take a look here.
So here's my
And it's the same thing. Oh, so here's how this complete full, I mean, every single video, if you've looked at this guy, I've exposed this guy um, a couple of years ago. It's so obvious of a fucking fraudster, scammer, liar. And he's just complete full of shit. You can tell this is a guy who spent a lot of time going to Tony Robbins seminars, going to Frank Kern, all these guys. He's a he's one of these those are his mentors, these guys. Complete scam artist. And he makes all these false claims. Oh, here's how you're successful. And this and this. Meanwhile, he's trying to actually it's fake it till you make it's what it is. He's got a backstory that's complete fucking bullshit. It's fake it till you make it. He's one of these click funnel scam artist guys. So before he had, yeah, bestseller, bestseller, bestseller. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, okay. I mean, this guy is a complete scam artist, no doubt about it. And he's trying to get you. You can see here. I mean, I don't know if he's. I've got it saved on his. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at here. I've got his website saved. I don't know if he's changed it already, but yeah, he hasn't really changed it. I don't think. And so basically, this is like mentoring, is what it is. I mean, think of it. This guy's. He's telling you he's so successful and this and that, and now he's asking, for some chump to come. You want to work with me, dude? You're a scam artist. Alex Hormozy, you're a fucking scam. You're a liar. You're a scam artist. You're a fraud. Just stop it, folks. This is what YouTube is all about. YouTube is scam tube. So now he's changed this into some little like automated bullshit. I've got the old website. You can take a look at the. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. So let's take a look here. Yeah, I mean, does this look like some really successful $100 million guy? He's begging. This is like the Ty. This is the Ty Lopez of 2020 plus. Moving forward. This is who it is. Now we're gonna. This is why we actually started talking about this guy. Came back to this guy. Is I wanted to introduce you to his wife. We're gonna take a look here. So yeah, philanthropist. Yeah, they're all. Tim Sykes is a philanthropist. That's the whole thing. These little small time scam puts guys. They look at like how big time scammers like Bill Gates. Oh, he's a philanthropist, right? Mike Milken. Oh, he's a philanthropist. Oh, he's a philanthropist. Yeah, okay, sure you are. Yeah, okay, okay. Fake it till you make it. Lies. I mean, you expect me to believe this website? Now, keep in mind, folks. I don't know if you know anything about websites, but you have visual websites that don't have much content that are very easy to make look really nice and polished. And then you have content websites which are built on the back end for content. This has neither. There's no content here. So this website looks like it was about a $300 website, to be honest with you. I want to read books. I mean, like how do you want to make how do you want to give us money? Free courses. Take free courses. Yeah. Okay. Free like Robert Kiyosaki's courses maybe. And by the way, I mentioned in the video a couple of years ago on this guy, he paid for fake reviews on Amazon. Fake reviews on Amazon. It's obvious. You can go through and take a look for yourself. And so you can look here. Look, 21,000 reviews. Okay, interesting. And Patrick Bet David did the same thing, by the way. I've already shown that. And of course, you can take a look at the books, the same. Let's take here. See, look at this. So, I mean, this must be a world record, right? Almost 22,000 reviews, and they're almost all 5-star. I mean, so, and by the way, verified purchase means nothing, folks. If you don't understand, why do you think he's got audiobook here? You understand what that means? See, this is the scam of Amazon nobody else has exposed. You see how the scammers, what they do is they offer it on the audiobook on Amazon for free. First of all, they make money based upon the number of pages read, but it's free, okay? Amazon doesn't charge you if you've got the Kindle, something like that, right? And so what does that mean? That means that you can pay someone and it can be a verified or confirmed purchase. You understand that? If they have the Kindle. So it's a way to get around the stopping the review fraud. This is what's going on. And you can just go back and see. I've already looked at this a long time ago. He had a huge number of reviews, like in the very beginning. And this is interesting. If you take a look at Amazon, of course, Amazon they want to make it look like they want to stop review fraud. Trust me, folks, Amazon is involved in this shit. Okay, it's become a crooked company. Notice it says top reviews and most recent reviews. Well, how about oldest reviews? Right? I want to take a look at the oldest reviews to see when the reviews were first posted. You understand? And how many were posted. And I want to take a look at those reviewers and take a look at their history. You understand? I've already looked at this. I know this guy's a scam. It's a complete fraud, complete scam artist. And it's like, oh, wow, a lot of 5-star. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to read it. Oh, wow, it's great. It must be great. Once again, the big scam now in the day in this modern day of disinformation, where people are dumbed down and they're more reliant on the fake review industry, fake likes, right? They're going by what they think other people are saying. They don't know who these people are. They don't know if it's a fake review. They don't know if the person's mentally ill. If they see a lot of views, a lot of high ratings, or a lot of praise, they're going to automatically think it's good, and they're going to even if they read it and don't really agree, unless they are more critical, more intelligent, they're going to kind of be swayed to think it's good. It's basic human psychology, folks. Anyway, I'm not going to talk more about that. Let me just go ahead now and get to this guy's wife, and then we can move on. I want to point this out. It's pretty funny. One last thing. I showed this video before, and you may want to look at it before he removes it. This is like his first video he posted. And you can tell.
Hey guys, I wanted to show you.
So this is 5 years ago. He was just walking the streets trying to sell memberships like to some bogus gym, and all of a sudden, 5 years later, he's a brilliant, genius, multimillionaire guy that's so successful. Take a look at this fucking chump. This is a 1 minute video, so we're going to go ahead and watch it. This is hilarious. Fucking loser.
Something kind of cool, a little bit of a humble brag, but yeah, so I'm opening this.
Humble brag. So this is his humble brag.
Gym in kind of the middle of nowhere. Doesn't really look like, it's like a residential kind of neighborhood, kind of sketchy, but I want to show you something. So even though, don't let your circumstances make you feel like you're like you can't sell. Usually it's just your pitch. It's like, how sketchy does this look? Right? I'd be scared.
So it's your pitch, right? So he's basically saying, look, if you're a con man, right, you can sell. Right? He's telling you he's dishonest, basically. That's what I see. He's telling you the gym is located in a sketchy place. Doesn't look like anything. Right? But he's implying basically he's full of shit. Right? And that's where he began. He launched his scammy career of false claims.
Sketched out. So we were coming up these. It's like, how sketchy does this look? Right? I'd be sketched out. So we were coming up these stairs. They're like, oh my God, why are we doing this?
Think about this for a second. You got this guy who he would be sketched out, right? It's all sketchy. He's supposedly selling memberships to this sketchy gym, which he wouldn't trust, which he thinks is dog shit. What's that tell you about the guy? Can you trust anything this guy says? Can you believe anything? If you do, then you're a dipshit.
So sketchy. Look at these bars and these windows. Oh my God. What am I getting into? Like, what is this? Like, I'm saying, yeah, this is going to be a gym. It's going to be amazing. Look, we got some stuff here. Here's a bathroom that I don't even know. Here's some stuff. Here's some stuff. What's going on? Hold on.
So, you see that? You see how dishonest this guy is? He's telling you what a scammer he is, what a fraudster he is. He's saying, hey, look, I fooled people. I con people into thinking this is going to be some amazing gym. Think about what he says about himself now, 5 years later. It's all full of shit, folks. I'm telling you, it's pretty obvious.
So the other side's like, wait, is it an apartment? I don't even know. Is it? Sort of. It's like in the middle of the living room. There's some paintings on the wall. And this is it, right? But somehow, here's the cool part. These are all $500 bills. So, you can sell wherever you want. So,
these are all $500 bills. So, wow, is that evidence? I mean, can I put a stack of paper, and say, how is that evidence? Show me, right? The guy's obviously a liar and a fraud, and that's his launch video. He's a dishonest piece of shit. Honestly, people like this, people like Tom, people like all these guys in the syndicate of scams, I want something very unfortunate, unlucky to happen to them. That's what I would like to see. And I'd like to actually be able to view it. That's what I want.
So don't let that stop you.
Yeah, don't let that stop you. Just lie. Just lie to people, right? Including your fake signups. Anyway, I'm sorry. What's her name? Layla, I think it is. Layla? Oh, Jesus. Layla. Wife. Here we go. Yeah, Layla. Wow, I got a pretty good memory, huh? And it's funny because all of a sudden, like when she started her channel, like she's like talking like as if she is some like the most successful woman ever in the world. Like, well, this is how I did it, and it's just like complete nonsense, complete fraud. That's what this couple is: fraudster, scam artist, fake claims, fake it till you make it, liars. And they figure, hey, they can claim anything they want, and nothing's going to happen to them. Well, I tell you what. And of course, nothing's going to happen because they fooled people already. This Alex guy is a master scam artist. He's learned the tricks of the trade from the godfathers of scams, the life coaching fraudsters, the bullshit artists, the Bob Prechters, the Tony Robbins, the Frank Kerns, so on and so forth. These people are full of shit, and you got people that fall for them. But so let's go ahead and listen to this. I want
You just don't learn until you fail. It's like your brain has to gain some mistakes to get feedback. It sucks because the failure is what feels so awful, and it feels embarrassing because you feel like there's people around me that love me.
Oh wow, wow. Oh, you notice so Graham Stephan, of course, featured her. Yeah, he featured a Hormozy as well. And by the way, this iced coffee, Graham Stephan, the complete scam artist, piece of garbage, fraudster, scumbag, who's also in that circle jerk of scammers. I believe what he's doing is he's taking money to promote these people. He's in the circle jerk as well. So I don't know, maybe he's taking money, maybe he's not. I believe that he's taking money, and the reason why is because certain people in that circle jerk are too low on the totem pole. And certain other people are known, as far as I'm concerned, to pay for publicity, like Tim Sykes. Scam Stephan also promoted Tim Sykes and many other scammers. Remember, folks, it's very important to identify just the core of the scammers, and you'll see they all hang together, and you can then detect them all. So, okay, here we go. Here's her channel. So, let's see. I'm trying to find a video where she's just talking here.
Piles of paperwork and no time for strategic HR.
Here is a simple remote job you could start without a college.
You see what I'm talking about, folks? Firsthand scam ads, okay? Scam ads. And unfortunately, I don't have an ad blocker on this browser. So I'm going to do here we go.
You know you need to fire somebody, and all the data points to why this person is awful for the team, and yet you don't fire them because you're so uncomfortable with firing them. How do I start to believe in myself enough to take action to do something? Before I've started something really...
By the way, if you haven't already detected it, it's a man. Or, I don't know, am I supposed to say that? I guess, like, if he thinks he's a she, then he is a she. Right? Is that the politically correct way to... I don't know. I'm very exhausted. It's going on 6 a.m. No sleep. Let's go now. Actually, I want to show you one more thing. I want to go to some older videos here. I want to see if he or she has changed the voice because I'm sure some people have said some things. You know, there's more of these. I don't know what do they call themselves. I mean, am I right or no? Is it a man or am I supposed to call? You know.
What I want to share with you today is why when our business was doing $4.4 million a month, I looked at my husband and told him I wanted to end it.
So you notice this is what the con artists do. They'll give you a little story and they'll mention like something. It's supposed to be part of a kind of a sidetrack of the story. So the point of the story is they want to end their business, and it's a $4.4 million business per month. Really? Well, what are you doing making cheap-ass YouTube videos all day, every day? If you're so involved in your business, what's going on? You understand, folks? That's a lie. You're a liar. You're fucking lying. Stop lying, okay? Layla. Larry. Stop lying, Larry. I'm going to call you Larry. Okay?
And the one tweak that I made to how I worked and how I lived that helped me not need to end something that was making us lost.
You know what's funny here is they do the whole little board thing as if they're talking to an audience, and of course there's no audience there. And it's a kind of a practice for when they hold their little events, their scam events, right? I wish somebody listening to me, I wish that, you know, there's someone listening to me that is involved, that's in this little network of scammers. Contact us, let us know. Anyway.
A lot of money.
Enough of him, of her. Let's get back to the main feature here before I have to do another video. So you can see here, by the way, this is Tom, and you know he was promoted on Joe Rogan, and apparently I don't know, he had some little nutrition bar company or something, and he sold it, and you know he's worth all this money and this and that. Dude, if you're worth all this money, what are you doing pitching scams, life coaching, and you're on YouTube full time as a business? That tells me you're a loser, okay? If you're on YouTube as a business full time, spending most of your time making videos on YouTube, you're a loser. The end. The end. Okay? And you can see, of course, he interviews con man Patrick Bet-David, who's also in the same tribe. Oh, Patrick Bet-David wants to tell you the world is going crazy. He's calling for a recession. Yeah, you're qualified for that, aren't you, Patrick? This guy's an idiot. Yeah, I thought it was Eric Weinstein. This guy, I forgot the deal. Wow, he's got a shitty ass. Hey, Eric, get a better wig. Get a better wig, you stupid moron. Look at this wig. Good God. I forgot, isn't he? This guy is a disinfo gatekeeper. That's all I remember about this guy. I haven't really looked at him. That's what I complete disinfo gatekeeper. And of course, he's of the tribe. You can tell. And you can see the Rubin report. Yep, Rubin. You understand, folks? Same tribe, right? And they've got the Jordan Peterson again. Oh, Andrew Huberman. Interesting last name. So let's go back here. Actually, I want to take a look at this video quickly.
They don't teach investing in school.
Here we go. Trading Academy. Another scam ad.
Doubts about brain health.
Brain health. Another scam. Speaking of that garbage, Joe Rogan sells, similar garbage. Anybody selling nutritional supplements, right? And I'm not saying as a retail store. I'm saying people who are selling nutritional supplements as a kind of like a on their little YouTube channel or their whatever are scammers.
Intuition is that a recession is inevitable, but
the market can remain crazy longer than you can remain solvent, whatever the quote is.
Hey, Tom, recession inevitable. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Do you know anything about economics? The economy is doing fairly well. What are you talking about? You're a chump. Shut your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. Of course, this appeals to you've got a certain fringe, delusional crowd, right? This is why Peter Schiff is on the show many times. Anyway.
Why hasn't it happened yet?
And he's asking Patrick Bet-David. Whoa. Patrick Bet-David knows nothing about economics, investing. He knows about selling multi-level marketing bullshit. Look at this guy's ears.
And how do you think about, because obviously you have similar concerns that I have. Only the paranoid survive, but how do we turn paranoia into an action plan?
Yeah, so everything is right now about mapping out different possibilities. So for example, if we're right...
This guy is such an idiot. He acts like mapping up. Hey, Patrick, you sell insurance, sketchy insurance.
In a conference room and we got bored to write on, you and I would write down and would say, okay, World War III takes place. What do you think of the chances of this taking place? Ray Dalio says 50%.
Yes, he does.
Jamie Dimon says this is the most dangerous times we've had in America in decades. Okay, cool.
So, in other words, David is getting his talking points based upon headlines he sees that are written by the media. If you're going to Ray Dalio and Jamie Dimon headlines, then you don't know what's going on. Those guys have been consistently wrong. That's a bunch of nonsense.
Cool. So if World War III happens, what happens to the economy?
What's he talking about, World War III? Folks, I mean, you understand. He's focusing on something like this because he have no idea what's going on right now. World War III? Anyway, I'm not going to waste any more time with this. Let's take a look here. This other. Oh, look. It's the lizard. Isn't that what they call him? So, Mark Zuckerberg, my name is Mike Stathis, and I'm proclaiming right now, you're an absolute confirmed scam artist and promoter of scam artists because you're on this Tom Bilyeu show, YouTube channel, and you're helping him create content to lure in suckers for his life coaching bullshit scam. You're a scam artist. You're a fraud. You belong in prison. You stole money off of people selling their data illegally without their permission or knowledge. You're a fraud. You belong in the electric chair, in my opinion. That's my opinion. In terms of justice, if justice is served, that's what I believe should happen to you.
Believe that, like, if you think that something is going to be important, find a way to start working on it. There's only so much that you can really learn by thinking about something in the abstract. You really learn by, like, putting an idea out there and seeing how people use it.
Mark Zuckerberg, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Same tribe. We stick together, right?
Excited to be here.
Dude, I'm very excited to have you. So as I was saying before we started rolling, I am obsessed with the metaverse, and about a little over a year ago, we pivoted our company to be entirely focused on Web3.
Now, keep in mind, this guy, this con artist, and his similar ilk, these are the same guys that are very, very, very likely to have already told you in the past or at some point in the future, Facebook is evil, stay away, right? And this is typically what happens, when something big goes wrong and the public is reminded that Facebook is a disgusting criminal operation, like, for instance, the election interference, right? Or other things. Yet, they post on Facebook. Okay. I was warning people about Facebook more than 12 years ago, 13, 14 years ago. Okay. Never been on social media because I'm not stupid. I've known from the beginning what it's about, what it's for, and how dangerous it is. And of course, back then, people thought I was a nut. Now, they're just stupid. I'm not smart. They're just stupid. The world has become dumber gradually over time. It's easier to control people if you make them dumber.
I don't use the word metaverse a lot just because I worry that it's quite a ways off. But the core principles of what you're...
Here we go. What you've all been waiting for. Well, Peter, you look like you've had a couple of drinks there, as usual.
There are two fundamental reforms that we need is to get adequate capital and two, to get far higher levels of enforcement of fraud statutes. Existing ones, I'm not even talking about new. Things were being done which were certainly illegal and clearly criminal in certain cases, which, I mean, fraud is a fact. Fraud creates very considerable instability in competitive markets. If you cannot trust your counterparties, it won't work. And indeed, we saw that it didn't.
So things went very well, and then the economy collapses. And so all of a sudden people are saying, well, it was Alan Greenspan's fault because he should have anticipated this. Did you think that was fair?
Nobody forecast the 2008 crisis. One of the things I put in the second book I wrote was how the IMF missed it, the Federal Reserve missed it. You go down a whole series of the major forecasting.
Well, everybody got it wrong, let's say.
You can't have a crisis of that nature that is not a surprise. Nobody forecast the 2008 crisis. One of the things I put in the second book I wrote was how the IMF missed it, the Federal Reserve missed it. You go down a whole series of the major forecasting.
Well, everybody got it wrong, let's say.
You can't have a crisis of that nature that is not a surprise. Nobody forecast the 2008 crisis. Nobody forecast the 2008 crisis. Nobody forecast the 2008 crisis. There are two fundamental reforms that we need is to get adequate capital and two, to get far higher levels of enforcement of fraud statutes. Existing ones, I'm not even talking about new. Things were being done which were certainly illegal and clearly criminal in certain cases, which, I mean, fraud is a fact. Fraud creates very considerable instability in competitive markets. If you cannot trust your counterparties, it won't work. And indeed, we saw that it didn't. certainly illegal and clearly criminal in certain cases, which, I mean, fraud is a fact. Fraud creates very considerable instability in competitive markets. If you cannot trust your counterparties, it won't work. And indeed, we saw that it didn't. Certainly illegal and clearly criminal in certain cases, which, I mean, fraud is a fact. Fraud creates very considerable instability in competitive markets. If you cannot trust your counterparties, it won't work. And indeed, we saw that it didn't. There are two fundamental reforms that we need is to get adequate capital and two, to get far higher levels of enforcement of fraud statutes. Existing ones, I'm not even talking about new things were being done which were certainly illegal and clearly criminal in certain cases, which, I mean, fraud is a fact. Fraud creates very considerable instability in competitive markets. If you cannot trust your counterparties, it won't work. And indeed, we saw that it didn't. Nobody forecast the 2008 crisis. Things were being done which were certainly illegal and clearly criminal in certain cases, which nobody forecast the 2008 crisis. 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 Nobody forecast the 2008 crisis.
terms of getting back as an investor, if it's coming down to here, almost irrespective of what's going on, I have to believe, if I have to make a call in advance, and of course I can change depending on what happens, but I have to believe this is where you want to start doing that 18, 17, around there. Their earnings report is a complete game changer, at least for quite a while. Bottom line, NVIDIA now is going to enter the realm of Tesla, Apple, and all these other big, I mean, listen, NVIDIA can come down to 150, come down to $100. If you don't think it's possible, then you don't understand how the market works. I mean, listen, NVIDIA can come down to 150, come down to $100. If you don't think it's possible, then you don't understand how the market works.